All right. Now, thank you again. Let's start over. Here we go. All right, so you will need a blanket today. If you're practicing right on the floor, if you're on a carpet, you should be okay. And let's actually grab that right now and open it up on top of your mat so that you have a wider surface. So just unfold it, place it down. And let's lay on, actually, let's do a little seated meditation before we get started. Shift from side to side and feel your sit bones connect with your yoga mat, or the blanket, I should say. And let's actually take your hands, take your thumb and your index finger to the middle of your left palm and just pinch it. Press hard. And then take the other hand, right hand, press it hard, squeeze hard. Good. Now tap your head and your forehead, and we will land in our seat. Don't worry too much about your breath right now. Just notice how it feels to arrive. Maybe there's a little bit of heat in your hands from that subtle activation. Now, I want you to imagine that there is this pink light that's moving through your chest. And just like a dimmer on a light switch, as you inhale, it brightens. And as you exhale, it softens. And it starts to radiate into your torso. Every time you inhale, it spreads all the way down, maybe even into your arms, into the lower half of your body. And then we're going to channel that light and just feel the light. Now, instead of going directly towards the torso, feel it move towards your third eye as well. So it's kind of like forming a passageway from your heart through the throat and up through the crown of your head. So if you can visualize it, it's like a light that's shining through. Through the heart, through the crown of your head. Keep breathing, feel that energy flowing, filling up the entire space above your head. It's like you're creating this space of peace, of love in the area that you're going to practice yoga. Now, on your next inhale, as you fill all the room up with that nice energy flowing from the heart through the crown of your head, imagine that you're pulling it back into your body. So through the crown of your head, back into your heart. So inhale. Pull it in, hold it there. A little restriction through the throat. Pull the chin back. Pull your navel into spine. Sit up a little taller. And then a soft exhale. Again, imagine the pink light coming through the crown of your head. Inhale. Right into your heart. Hold. Sit up tall. Lightly tuck the chin. Belly to spine. Now engage the bottom. So it almost feels like you're trying to squeeze through the buttocks a little. Good. And then softly exhale. And then slowly start to bring your hands as if you're arching like a rainbow till the hands are about, you can feel them, the presence of the hands, the heat, the warmth getting a little bit closer, not quite touching, but you can actually feel it. Now, isn't that something? The energy that you create in your body will radiate around you. Feel the peace, the love, the kindness that you're sharing. And you've just created that energy within your own self. And then we turn the palms towards the floor. Healing Mother Earth, sending the love back into this land. Good. Hands can come back together in front of your chest. Take a breath in. Breath out. And slowly open your eyes. Good morning. Namaste. All right. Let's come onto your back. So as we lay on your back, just come right into the middle of the space, maybe slightly over. We have all this freedom now to roll and clean the floor. Okay, so let's start off by drawing your right knee into your chest. Now at first it might feel pretty, if you're tighter in your hips, maybe the left knee bends or you rock a little. Try to keep the tailbone on your mat. And if you need to, bend the knee, place your foot flat on the floor so you have more support and that we're always honoring the curves in our lumbar spine. That's the lower back here. So take a big breath in. Exhale to pull down. And you may have missed this at the start of class. Yesterday's practice was really strong with movement, and so we're just going to kind of chill a little bit today. I hope that's okay with you. Holding each pose for about 8 to 10 deep breaths. Breathing in and out through your nose. Now, there's about 4 breaths where we're holding the pose static, but you can always create a little bit of movement for the first 4 breaths or so. So inhale, we give space in the belly. Exhale, we pull down. Good. Just let the right foot relax as you draw knee into the shoulder. And then let your knee cross over your body. If you have the left knee bent, straighten out your leg. Good. Come right into a twist. Of course, my voice thingy is in the wrong spot there. All right. So shoulder blades will stay on the mat. The left hand can be on top of the thigh to help kind of give it a little bit more weight, but not enough so that you're pushing yourself into the floor. Good. Now find 4 to 5 breaths here where you can kind of give yourself space to move, get a little bit more into your hips. And then we'll take 4 to 5 breaths of a static hold. So just find the movement if you need to adjust. Good. Now, as you hold now in your static shape, breathe into the areas where you're feeling the most sensation. Everyone is so different, and you can be feeling this, like maybe I'm feeling this in my upper back, but someone on the other side of the room in a Zoom class is feeling this in the hips. mid-back. It's all different. Everybody's so different. I'm going to say the person in the other room. In this case, there is someone in the other room practicing with us too. Nice passive stretch here. Okay, now we're going to take the right arm, bring it all the way over. Keep your right knee bent, stay where you are with that, and roll onto your tummy. So come right onto your tummy, adjusting. Stay here for a few breaths. We're going to stack the palms, and you can either let your forehead rest here. Now, check this out. Your right knee and foot are in alignment together. I hope you guys can see me. Okay, good. I had to change the setup a little so that I could roll around the floor a bit better. Breathe deep, maybe wiggling around here 4 or 5 breaths. Notice how this even feels in your left foot. Like what's going on here with that ankle flexion, the mobility. Oftentimes when we're lying on our tummy, we don't realize how much flexion is required from the ankles when the feet are facing in this direction. Okay, hold steady here. Nice deep breathing into your lower back. Okay. Let's go a little bit further into this shape. So take your right arm, come up onto your elbows, knee stays where it is. Slide your right arm underneath your left, bring your right shoulder blade to the floor. You can use your left hand as a pillow. Now, I have really broad shoulders, so sometimes a block helps here to help elevate the head. You can also use a fist. And try to get the shoulder blade right on the mat so that you can feel a good stretch in your upper back. Give yourself 3 more deep breaths. Embellish the breath into your spine. Okay. Now, come back onto your chest. Slide the right knee in. Legs are side by side. Interlace your hands behind your head. And now, you can keep your elbows on the mat. If this is enough for you here, you can stay here. Think about pressing the back of your head into your hands, your interlaced fingers. Fingers are right to the webbing. Feel that. Feel that connection in the spine, the neck, a little strengthening here. Hook your pubic bone into the floor and press your shoelaces into the mat. Okay, now option, take your elbows off the mat and come into a little bit of a baby cobra with that added pressure. Not too much though, so we're just feeling the entire posterior chain activate. Pull the belly into your spine. Breathe. Good. All right, lower down. Stack your palms under your forehead. Now we're going to come into this the same way we came. Get out of this the same way we came in. So take the right knee out. Good. And then push all the way through. Roll over into that twist. Pause for a moment. Engage your core as you bring your knee back up to center. Hug it in. Let's hug both the knees in now. Massage your back. Okay, switch sides. So this time, let's slide our bodies over to the other side of the mat, because you know where we're going. We're going right across. All right, so this time we're going to start with the left knee. Bring your left knee in, take the more unusual grip, and just play with the sensation here, whether that's rolling the knee. You can push and pull a little bit through the biceps. Reach actively through the right heel. Lengthen through the crown of your head. And now hold the static stretch, so pull it in. And as you start to welcome this deeper hold, just notice, get deeper into your left hip. What's going on with the hip? Is it starting to rock back? Try to keep a more neutral pelvis. So imagine if you were standing on your right foot, would you be slouching into your back? I kind of like to imagine that I'm sticking my butt out, because I'm kind of pressing the lower part of my spine into the floor. So I'm still quite active here. Two more breaths. Come right into your twist, so let the thigh cross your body. Good. Option to take your left arm out to cactus. Find a little bit of movement. See if you need to reposition the hips, maybe sliding the hips back over to the left. And just a few more breaths here. And then we'll come into static stretching. And now feel your spine. Observe where we tend to be very flexible in the parts that have the most weakness. Now, the other day I was carrying up a box up the stairs from downstairs, and I can literally feel the box was pretty heavy, and I could literally feel my spine swaying front to back, just like trying to find the center. I was like, it felt like a metronome, like kind of going. So I know now and I've known for a while where the most flexible part of my spine is the lower back, mid back. And if you think about your skeleton, like that's the part that has the least support. It should be supported by all the muscles. So if you're just moving from that axis point, back off a bit, feel for moving into the other parts of your spine too. There, create more strength. So engage through the belly. So where you're most flexible, create strength, support. It's like having that yang-yin energy, that balance in your body. Good. Okay, now roll all the way over, come into half frog. So coming right onto your tummy, left knee is out. Check out your foot, left foot in line with your knee. Stack your palms. Everybody's going to feel different here. Maybe it looks like your butt's really high in the air in this shape, or maybe you're flat on the floor like a stick man, looking from the ceiling down. This is how I've seen myself drawn by my daughter, a stick woman on the fridge. Okay, come up onto your chest. Let's add the shoulder stretch too. So we're going to come up. Slide your left arm underneath. Reach all the way to the right. Reach. Then place your shoulder blade back on the mat. You can use your other arm as a pillow. You can even lean into it more. Depends on how you're feeling. And take full breaths into your back. there's this little space between your shoulder blade, your left shoulder blade, and your spine. For the last 2 breaths in the stretch, see if you can really embellish your breath there. All right. Now unravel the chest first. So take the hands, stack the palms, and then slide your knees together. Reach the feet back, so lift the feet up. You might even need to kind of like lift the foot enough so that the flesh from your thighs is out of the way. Turn your foot in, and then let the foot come down. Lift the opposite one, so lift up. Turn the toes in, and then place down. So that just helps to move some of the flesh away from the front of your thighs. Interlace your hands behind your head. The elbows can land. Take a breath in. Now exhale, press the back of your head into your hands. And just that little movement, that light pressure, you can feel that all the way from the base of your neck, down the spine. Hook your pubic bone into the floor. Now pull belly in. Take a breath in. You can stay right here if that's plenty, or you could come right up. Breathe deep, cinch in through your waist. Good. All right, float back down. Pause, stack your palms under your forehead. Relax, let the heels splay open, toes could be together. Breathe deep. Now the same way we came in, we gotta get out. So take your left knee out to the side. Come into your twist. Roll all the way over. Twist, twist. Left shoulder blade will come down. And then engage your core as you bring the left knee up. Slide your hips to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. And all right, so let's come right up into tabletop position. And we'll move into cow face pose. So, sorry, let's come up to seated, not tabletop. Just joking, tabletop. Sorry. Okay, sorry guys, tabletop. It's just an easier way to get into this pose. So take your right knee behind your left. If you look down at your knees, left knee is directly on top of your right. Now, open your feet wide. Very slowly, walk yourself back to come into seated, into that space between your feet. You can always sit on a block if you need to. Good. Sit up tall. Let's do a little bit of eagle arms here. So take a big breath in, reach up. Swing your left arm under your right. Bind at your elbows and then at your wrists. Scoop your elbows forward and up. Press your forearms away from your face. Let the right shoulder drop down. Breathe deep. And just for the next 4 breaths, tilt your forehead to your biceps. Breathe into the neck, the upper back. Sit up tall through the spine. Good. All right. Let the hands be free. Sweep your arms up to the sky. lift yourself forward, come back into tabletop, and we switch legs. So take the left knee behind the right, open your feet wide, then have a seat. Walk back slowly, take your time. Good. And then just notice here, are the sit bones even? Probably not. Maybe your right one's higher. You could even just reposition the feet directly with your hands. And even just for a moment, notice how that feels to have the opposite hand on your opposite foot. Whoa. It just feels really weird. Left and right connection. Okay, reach up. Take a big breath in. Right arm under left. Bind at the elbows, then at your wrists. Scoop your elbows forward and up, forearms away from your face. Sit up tall through your spine, as tall as you can. And then let your forehead come to the biceps. So just the forehead, the chin tucks in. Breathe very deep. 3 more breaths. All right. Inhale, sweep your arms wide, stretch them up to the sky. Good. Hands can come together in front of your chest. And then place your hands in front of you, maybe one behind you to help lift up. Come forward. Good. Swing your feet off to one side. Lay on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Happy baby pose for a moment. You could do half happy baby as I am here, or full happy baby looks like this. We turn the soles of your feet up to the sky. And then reach your legs up to the ceiling. Reach your hands and just shake. Shake it, shake. Shake it all. Let the blood move from the legs, the arms, towards your torso, to the vital organs. All right, bend the knees. Feet come onto your mat. Let the knees knock together. Breathe. Resting pose. And then stretch all the way out into your version of Shavasana. You can lift the hips, lift the shoulder blades, tuck your tailbone underneath. Let the arms be wide from your body. And just let yourself go here. Moving into the space of acceptance exactly the way you are. When we can move into space of acceptance, we really free ourselves from suffering. And one of my teachers always says, where your focus goes, your energy flows. Now, you have the time, if you have the time, stay, enjoy. Nice long Shavasana. When you're ready to continue your day, move slowly, move with loving kindness. Thank you all so much for your time and for welcoming me into your home. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you, everyone.